und herzlich willkommen zu einer Stunde Rock'n'Roll auf Viva 2. Ich habe heute das Vergnügen, im Rahmen der Messe NXNW in Portland mit der Gruppe Samiam zu plaudern. So how are you guys?
Great.
So far.
Great.
So far.
So you came directly from Las Vegas, I've heard?
20 hours.
We rushed. You know,
We drove
Vegas was
like
great,
this.
but you know, Portland.
But you don't have to drive, don't you? Or is
Oh no, we have a chauffeur. He's a midget.
No, we drive ourselves.
No, we drove 20 hours here after winning loads of cash.
Did you?
Yeah.
We were on a cash high.
Las Vegas.
So I've heard that you have been 4 times in 4 years in Berlin, which is quite a lot, which is more often than I've been there. So your fan base in Europe is very large.
Just Berlin.
We've toured 9 times there actually. And yeah, Berlin's been a lot of fun. It's one of our favorite cities.
So your last record has been released in Europe earlier than in America. So it looks like the European fan base is much taller and stronger than the American ones. Am
You
I
could
right
say
there?
that, yeah, in a lot of ways. I mean, that we've always had a little more luck with our European label than we have the American labels. They've always been a little more willy-nilly, you know, and they wait and see what you do, and you might do better at times. And when you don't, it's harder to stick around. So we had a hard time finding a label for that record than we did in Europe. The European label, Burning Heart, stuck by us, whereas our American label didn't do so well. Well, actually, they went bankrupt, so it wasn't really much of their problem, but
They should have
more
went to
of our
Las
problem.
Vegas with us.
I know we could have doubled their cash. This guy, blackjack.
They kicked me out of there because I was winning too much. No, but we've always done pretty good in Europe as compared to here. But
That's a
There's a lot of
famous
love.
question though. People love to ask us how big we are in Europe, as if we're like in America. They go, God, you guys are big in Europe. I went to your website, saw all these pictures of you guys in Europe. Like you're big in Europe. You go to Europe and you go, oh yeah, you're not doing so good here in Europe. You're really
must
big
be
in
big in
America.
America.
Right?
I think per capita we're bigger in Europe.
yeah,
For all you Europeans though, in Japan we're huge.
We're always bigger somewhere else.
There's like 400 people in Japan that just love us.
In Argentina we do really well too.
There's like 40 there.
So we're gonna see Matthias, the next clip. So is there any story behind the video shoot?
Well, they got these 5 guys in this band and hired some attractive people to stand around and act interested. And we told this story, you know, it has a lot to do with the song. Just kind of see how it feels.
It was fun. We worked with the director, Darren Doan, before, and he's always got a lot of good ideas and stuff, so we had a lot of fun.
We just joked around and pretended we were having fun.
Yeah.
We're good actors.
Ah ja. So Samiam sind ja in Europa schon sehr bekannt und haben auch bei dem Label Burning Heart schon vorher veröffentlicht als in Amerika. Bei dem amerikanischen Label Hopeless hat es ein bisschen länger gedauert. Wir sehen jetzt den Clip. Mathil dazu. Sie sagen selbst über sich, sie sind wunderbare Schauspieler und wollen wir uns davon mal überzeugen. Und bitte. So, das waren jetzt Green Day mit Minority und weiter geht's mit Samiam hier in Portland. So you've been touring around with Green Day a while ago. I think that must be an exciting experience playing in such a huge crowd.
Generally is, yeah. It's a lot of
They're
people
awesome.
staring at you.
We went to Japan with them as well as the U.S. It's a lot of fun. Friends with them, and we partied a little with them, and
Little.
from what I remember,
They're dirty children.
no, it was a lot of fun. Great turnouts. I mean, selling out huge places every night, and opportunity for new people to see us. I think it worked out well for us.
So you get friends with the bands you're touring around? a lot?
Some,
Yeah.
we kissed their ass. They let us play with them. Whatever it takes. I love your band. Let us play with you.
If you're not friends to begin with, you try to become friends towards the end of the tour at least.
But there might be some guys which are not that friendly. Could you talk about those guys? No.
know Green Day.
won't. Yeah, I know that.
We can't talk about it.
You can cut it right now.
No, generally most of the tours we've been on, we've always had a pretty good relationship with the bands we've been with. I mean, you wouldn't go on tour with them unless you at least liked their music, ideally, or liked them as people. You know, there's some bands we never heard of, but you met them once and you thought they were really great, and you do 2 more tours with them because you like them as people. You know, you might not like their music so much, but
We're working on Rammstein.
Yeah, I heard that guy's a sweetheart.
We like to
but
swim in with them.
I've heard from some bands that they are touring around with other bands, but they never met them because these are superstars. Like, I've heard something of John Bon Jovi. He's like that. Ooh, don't touch me.
Oh yeah.
I know, me and John are really
Special.
close, actually. Last time we were hanging out, he bought me a new pair of shoes. But, you know, that was a long time ago.
Yeah.
He shaved my butt backstage too.
Did he?
He told me about that.
That's your favorite part
Yeah.
out of the body.
Oh
Your
no.
butt. So are there any disadvantages playing with such famous bands, playing in such
Well, the good
big
thing is,
bands?
while they're playing, we go in their dressing room and drink all their beer and eat all their food.
No, I think
Look at the
we have funner
disadvantages.
times playing smaller shows where people like our band and stuff, you know?
Yeah.
When
Well, yeah, the bottom line is if you go to a play with a big band like Green Day, you're always going to assume that everyone's there to see them, which they are. And if anyone's showing you any kind of appreciation, you're assuming they're being kind because they really didn't pay the $30 to see you. They paid to see Green Day, and you're an afterthought. And so, ideally, you play a good set and people like you, and they come and buy your record, tomorrow and go, oh, I like them too. And that happens a lot. That's why we do it. But for the most part, that's always what's in the back of my mind. It's like, wow, I'm here. This is really exciting. All these people, I'm really enjoying myself. But I know this is their crowd. I'm not kidding myself.
So you're in the first band, huh? Billy Joe's here.
Ja, Samiam. Die Band war ja schon mit Green Day auf der Straße, on the road, on tour. Und sie sagen selbst, dass sie jetzt Freunde geworden sind innerhalb der Tour. Das passiert ja auch öfters, wenn man mit Musikern unterwegs ist, dass man sich dann befreundet. Und ja, was daraus entsteht, ist ja auch Folgendes, dass die Zuseher, die eigentlich für Green Day gekommen sind, dann eben auf den Voract aufmerksam geworden sind, auch die CDs kaufen. Und wir machen jetzt ein bisschen Rock'n'Roll, und zwar von Face to Face mit Disconnected. Und bitte.
Bitte, meine Liebe.
Das waren jetzt Snapcase, und weiter geht's mit Samiam hier in Portland. So as I've done my researching job, I got a picture of a band, which is you, who does the music just for fun reasons and not for something money success thing. Am I right?
It seems to be that way so far. I mean, I wouldn't turn down any money if somebody wanted to give me some. But for the most part, this isn't really a money-making venture for us. It's been more about fun, and I mean that's fine. I've been a lot of places that I never would have gone without this band, and that's really what I enjoy the most: meeting people and going to new places.
We'd be fine if they paid us in food stamps and cocaine.
I thought no, but I gotta check the writer for tonight.
It's 12 years of just going out with your friends and playing, songs you like to play and seeing new people and seeing new places. It's always a lot of fun.
Spreading love.
But you're still doing other jobs. I've heard somebody of used graphic designer or something like
That's
that.
Sergi.
I do.
That's you?
I mean him.
Yeah, you're the graphic designer. So is everybody in another job still right now, or are you
Bartender.
musicians?
I'm a magician.
Musician.
Magician.
I think one of the reasons why we still do have fun is because we haven't made a sort of career out of our band and stuff. So this tour that we're on right now is our first tour. It's our first tour since we went to Europe last year in 1999, and so we were all extremely excited and happy to go on tour. And we were, even now, 20 or 30 shows into it is fun. Whereas bands that make a living out of it, they can still love their music and stuff, but after 7 months of touring and stuff, when you see them, they're on stage making a buck.
I think if Axl Rose's band broke down 14 times in 2 weeks, he would have quit the band and become like an ice cream scooper. But that's just part of the fun for us. That's just an extra chance to play wiffle ball on the side of the highway for us.
Yeah. As Samiam.
Wiffle ball.
You're playing football. That's your motivation, maybe.
Okay.
Something like that. So Samiam ist ja schon länger unterwegs. Sie gibt es jetzt schon seit 12 Jahren. Und sie erscheinen mir mehr so als die Band, die einfach nur Musik macht, um Spaß zu haben und nicht um irgendwie Kohle zu scheffeln. Und das ist auch ihre Ideologie dahinter. Würden sie Kohle scheffeln, dann würde ihnen der Spaß vergehen und dann wäre es auch mit der Musik vorbei. Und ja, das sind gute Beweggründe. Jetzt gibt es erstmal Blink-182, die waren früher mal Supportband von Samiam, haben es jetzt ganz groß zu was gebracht und ihr sollt damit viel Spaß haben. Adam's Song von Blink-182.